With summer break coming to an end and back to school coming just around the corner, it's time to get ready for the new school year. And to be prepared for the new school year, you've got to have all your various supplies and whatnot, but you also need to have the right apps. So, here are 3 apps that'll make school easier for you in this Warenotice video. First, iStudies Pro. This app keeps track of your class schedule and homework, and it might just be the best app at doing so. I haven't used any apps that can even come close to iStudy Pro's schedule and homework management abilities. It lets you enter your various classes for the semester with a good amount of detail in iStudies Pro's Planner tab. In the app, your classes are color-coded and get pictures to represent them. You are also able to input all of the information as to when your class occurs. This includes the time of your class, how often it repeats, and or the days of the week that it occurs. Additionally, you can add where the class takes place and who teaches it. Then once you've finished adding all of your class's information to the app, your schedule is ready. You can then see what classes you have each day on the Calendar tab. You're even able to add your various school breaks to iStudies Pro so that the app won't think you have classes during those times. You can input your school breaks in iStudies Pro's Planner tab. Adding a new piece of homework to iStudies Pro is easy and, like adding classes in the app, allows for plenty of detail. You're able to input the homework's name, some details so you don't forget how to do it, when the homework is due, the homework's priority level, and a reminder to do the homework. Additionally, you can input what class the homework is for by selecting one of the classes you've added to the app. After you've added some homework to iStudies Pro, you can quickly mark it as finished by tapping the circle next to its name. There are also different ways to sort your homework, which can help you decide what order to do your homework in. These methods of sorting are by when the homework is due, what class the homework is from, and what priority level the homework is. iStudies Pro should be able to help you a lot with school, whether preventing you from forgetting what classes you have on certain days, or making sure you don't forget to do certain pieces of homework. iStudies Pro is truly an app that students of all ages need. It costs $2.99 on iPhones and iPads, and is definitely worth the money. You can also get it on your Mac for $9.99, but I have not tested out the Mac version. Second, Microsoft OneNote. OneNote is my favorite note-taking app. Not only is it free, but it also has a superior method of organizing notes that I'm totally in love with. OneNote's notes are organized in a hierarchical way, with these things called notebooks at the top of the note organizing hierarchy. What I do is make a separate notebook for every class that I need to take notes in. So, for example, I have an AP Biology notebook for all my AP Biology notes, and an AP Human Geography notebook for all my AP Human Geography notes. Then, within a notebook are sections, each of which can store as many notes as you want. I make a section for each unit in a class, or, depending on how a class is organized, for each chapter in a textbook. This is really nice because you can have, for example, all of your AP Biology notes together in one place. Then, in that same place, you can have all of your AP Biology Chapter 2 notes, which are separate from your AP Biology Chapter 3 notes, which are separate from your AP Biology Chapter 4 notes, and so on. But hold on, it gets even better. OneNote has these things called section groups, which are, as their name implies, simply groups of sections. I use these to separate my sections by semester, so that way all the first semester notes are together, and all the second semester notes are together. Okay, let me go over how OneNote's notes are organized one more time from the beginning, since it might be a bit confusing. At the very top of the note hierarchy, we've got notebooks. I recommend making one notebook for every class that you take notes in. Then, within a notebook, one step below in the note hierarchy, we've got section groups. I recommend creating one for each semester. Next, within a section group, another step below in the note hierarchy, we've got sections. I recommend making one for each unit, or one for each chapter if your class is more oriented around a textbook. Lastly, within a section are the notes at the very bottom of the note hierarchy. This is where you'll do the actual note taking. Taking notes in OneNote for iPhones works well, with a few basic text styling options such as checklist, bullet list, numbered list, indenting, bolding, italicizing, and underlining text. There are more note-taking options in the iPad version of OneNote, in which you can draw with various virtual writing utensils. However, you can't, or at least I haven't figured out how to, create section groups on OneNote for iOS. You can make them on the Mac version of OneNote. That's Microsoft OneNote, an amazing note-taking app that any student who takes notes needs. It can really keep you organized, and I know it helped me a lot during the last school year. OneNote is free and available on several platforms, including iPhones, iPads, Macs, Windows computers, Android devices, and even on the web. Third, Quizlet. Quizlet is spectacular at helping people learn vocabulary. I've used it so much to learn vocabulary words from an assortment of different classes. Let's see, I used it for Spanish vocabulary, Chinese vocabulary, English vocabulary, AP Human Geography vocabulary. Quizlet's just a fantastic app. It works by allowing you to input your various vocabulary words and definitions into what the app calls a set. Then you can go into one of these sets and start to learn the vocabulary through different methods. The best of these methods for really learning your words, at least in my opinion, is the method called Learn. In Learn, the definition of the words in the set are presented to you, and then you are expected to type the corresponding word or vice versa. If you don't type the correct word or definition, the 2 circles for the word or definition presented to you will either become or stay empty. If you type the correct thing, an additional one of these circles will become full with the color green. You need to have 2 green circles for each word definition pair to complete the learn part of Quizlet for that set. In other words, you have to get each word definition pair correct twice. Quizlet also has other methods of learning vocabulary, such as virtual flashcards, a matching game, and a test. If Quizlet works to help you learn different words, it should make school easier for you since you'll know your vocabulary. It's free and available on iPhones, iPads, Android devices, and the web. Well, those are 3 apps that'll make school easier for you: iStudies Pro, Microsoft OneNote, and Quizlet. Thanks for watching this Warenotice video. If you enjoyed it, I'd be super happy if you'd subscribe to the Warenotice YouTube channel over here for more tech-related videos. Also, feel free to watch the Warenotice videos below me.